Mr. Iron Trader, it is Monday morning, so it is time to go to work. So as usual, we'll take a look here at Bitcoin, at crude oil, and at natural gas. This video is for information purpose only, not a recommendation buy, selling stock, bond, ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have Bitcoin, your daily and your weekly chart. Now, before we get started here, a couple things. First of all, big shout out to Rory McIlroy. What a great Masters this was. Came right down into, a one-on-one at the end. I mean, this was just a phenomenal Masters tournament, okay? That's the first thing. Second of all here, remember, this is going to be a shortened week. Friday is Good Friday, and there's no market there on Friday. Okay, so we just have to make all that 5-day money in 4 days. Okay, so here we are. Okay, Bitcoin. Now, we look at here at the daily chart here. Now, you can see here we had this nice double bottom situation here. Okay, so we put that low, 74,635, and then we retested it at 74,655, okay, with a nice higher low. That's always very positive. Nice green candle, went right into the 21-day. Then we had this sideways action here between the 200-day and the 21-day. Now, today you can see here we made this higher high, and so far we're above this 21-day. So let's look at the downside first. So this is going to be your key support is this 84.19. Very, very crucial. And then your next layer of support is going to be this 81.916. Okay, so that's your 8-day. So this is going to be critical on a closing basis, your 21-day and your 8-day. Now, again, if that is lost here, we can come to the top of this candle at 81,100, and then we're going to be looking at that 79.05 level, that 200 SMA here. Okay, so we got a lot of good support here, and we got a nice, good higher high situation today. That's always very good. So today we want to look on the upside. We want to look at today's high. That's 85,705 level. Okay, so now if we keep right on running up here, we're going to come right up here to the top of this candle right there. We're going to be looking at 87,785, and then we'll come to the top of it here at 88.50. But this is what we're looking for, is this 88,277 level. Okay, that is your 50 SMA. Now, if it say and goes above that, we can hit that price channel at 89.20 here. But really, that 50-day is what we're looking at here on the upside, 88.277, and then we have that 89.20, which is basically just the top of that candle. Now, if we can get cracking above that, well, we got this 93.620 sitting all the way up here at that 100-day simple moving average. Okay, now you can see here we had this nice positive divergence. Okay, see how it came down, made a low, made a low, made a lower low, but made a higher low. Okay, so you add that positive divergence up here with this double bottom situation. That's two positive flags here for taking this bad boy higher. Okay, now what we have is you have the green over your red, but we're hanging on the bottom, so we have plenty of room to run to the upside here. Very, very nicely here. Now, what we want to do is we want to watch this weekly. Okay, so you can see we came down last week. We went below that 50-day, but you notice that we closed above. Now we're right into this 8 SMA here at that 84,628. That's going to be big time resistance here on a weekly basis. So say this week here by Thursday. Okay, now if we get above all that here, we have that nice target all the way up there at that 93,685 here, which would be right around this level here of this 100 SMA here. So watch this 8-day and a weekly, very, very crucial. But for today, we need to hold this 21-day and the 8-day on a closing basis. If we can get above that, then we got a good shot at that 50 SMA here. Now, easy way I trade this, I say this all the time, IBIT for the long, BITI for the short, working very, very nicely. Okay, let's take a look here now at crude oil and natural gas. Okay, here we have crude oil, here we have natural gas. Okay, now you can see here we put this big bottoming tail in here at that 55.12 level, okay? And then we rallied up here where we're really hanging on to this 8-day, okay? So this 8-day is crucial, okay, right here, okay? So you're looking at that 61.84. Now, we're just a smidge above that right now. On the crude ski, you're at 82.15. So we're just a little above it. Now, your next level of resistance is going to be right here, top of this candle at 62.93, and then 63.34 level. And we'll come up to the top of this candle here at 63.90. And then we're going to be looking for the bottom of this candle right here. This is that 65.22. Reason being is we had this low, then we had a higher low, we had that double bottom. Then it rallied up here nicely. So as it broke through that, now that becomes resistance. So watch that 65.22 if we can keep right on rolling. And then obviously we have the 21-day, 66.33. We have the 8-day at 50-day at 68.32. 70.06 is your 100-day, and then 72 flat is your 200-day simple moving average. But this 8-day is everything. Okay, so once we close above it, then we can start having this whole situation here of all these candles. But we put this bottoming tail in there, okay, and it's been making nice higher highs and higher lows ever since. Okay, so we want to watch that. Now on the downside, obviously we watch today's low, 6108. We watch right here. We got 5943. We have 5876. We'll come down to the bottom of the candle, 5788, and then we have 5512 level. Here is your big retest. Now you can see here we've got way oversold here, popped right on up here, and now we just have this sideways action. Now again, this could be just going sideways here. Okay, so just watch if we start rallying up that 6522 and that 21-day simple moving average. On the downside, just watch Friday's low. That's going to be very, very key level, that 59.43 level. Okay. Now, MACD, your green is still below your red, but it looks like it's, you can see where the bars are starting to curl up. This could curl up here. We can take a nice, maybe a long shot here at the 21-day. Easy way I trade this, UCO for the long, SCO for the short, works very, very nicely. Okay. Natural gas. Well, natural gas isn't really doing much. I think it's had its time here for right now. Okay. Put this double top in, okay, 4.25, okay, could not retest it, came all the way down. Now, you can see here what we had a kind of like an indecision candle here last Friday, and so far we have this inside day. So on the downside, let's just take a look at that. We're watching this bottom of this candle here at that 3.39, and then we have 3.33. That is going to be your big retest, okay? If that area is lost, then we're going to be coming right down here to the bottom of this candle. You're looking at 3.29. We'll come down here. You're looking at 3.23. And then we'll be looking right here at that 3.16 because this is the gap. And then 311, there's your fill. Okay, so these are good support levels here before you hit the 200-day simple moving average. Now, upside, well, we want to watch Friday's high. That's at 3.57. And then we're going to come right in here at this 8-day at 3.66. Now, you can see the 8-day. See how it went below the 50-day, below the 100-day. This is going to be strong, strong resistance on the upside. If we get above that somehow, okay, you need a catalyst, then we have to 3.69, that's your 100-day, and then we can come up to that 3.86, which is your 21-day, and then we have your 50-day at 3.89. But right now, I just think we have, anytime you're below that 8-day, it's sideways to down action, okay? Versus like what Crude's doing, see how we had this down. Every time we'd run into it, it would just pull back down. Now, once you get above it, then we can reverse that, and then we can start maybe hitting the higher spots. But right now, we don't have that on natural gas. We just have sideways to down kind of an action. Now, when we look at here, this is not oversold yet. Your green's still below your red here. That could ride the bottom. So right now, there's no action. But then, again, if we do have a hot summer, okay, you combine that with that export of that LNG, okay, natural gas could still be a very, very good trader this year. Okay, so just be a little patient. Let the trade come to you. Okay, that's what I got for you. I'll be back here here for midday trading, and we'll take a look at Bitcoin, crude oil, natural gas, and then we'll check out and see what the market's doing now. I can see the NASDAQ futures are up there, 268 right now, so they're running up here pretty good. I'm long the TQQQs, along NVIDIA, and remember, T-Man came out, and he's going to give, I guess he's not going to have any tariffs here now on TVs, on phones, and on chips. So that should be very, very good for the technology. Okay, trade what's in front of you, not what you want.